Here because big news, obviously, this week with Senator Teresa Pavlidis, the Senate President, announcing she's taking a job at the Hospital Association of Rhode Island, and now folks are lining up to take a seat that will be vacated by her. And we've got John Florez, Newport City Councilor, who we had named one of 17 to watch in 2017 by lieu of your role on the council, but now you've thrust yourself firmly into the limelight. Tell us about your decision to throw your hat in the ring.
Absolutely. Well, Katie, and let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a business owner. In addition to being on the Newport City Council, I'm also the president and CEO of a company called Drupal Connect, and we do a lot of philanthropic work.
I'm gonna wait for you,
Sorry,
You're balancing double duty over there.
Exactly.
Do you have a little kid who's going to wheel their way into the room there?
I believe in having a very proactive management style, and I also apply that to my politics. In the last 27 months on the City Council, we've been the first community, one of the first communities to ban single-use plastic bags, one of the first communities to implement a police body camera program, and also we're one of the first communities to hire a chief information officer. And these are all initiatives that I've personally spearheaded and led. And I think our state right now is at a critical juncture. We're seeing a lot of positive economic movement. Just recently, our unemployment rate came down to 4.5 for the first time since 2005. That falls below the national average. However, I think there's a lot more to do. And I think I have that vision and that leadership to really help propel our state, our great state, to the next level.
So how long did it take you to sort of make this decision? A lot of this, kind of took a lot of folks by surprise with the announcement from the Senate President. Did you talk with colleagues? Did you talk with your family? How did you decide that, yes, I'm going to do it, I'm going to try to make this next step?
Well, it's something that, frankly, has been on my mind for some time. And when I did hear about the impending announcement, I did consult with a lot of people that I was close with, that I have a lot of respect for, and have been great mentors for me. And I just felt that the timing was right, and I decided to throw my hat into the ring.
And now that you're looking, you talked about the issues at the Newport level between the body cameras, the plastic bags, the information officer. Obviously, looking to the statewide issues, a lot of things have been in play this year already, and so kind of want to ask you your thoughts on a few things. Obviously, new Senate President with Dominic Ruggiero, but talk this week about where things stand with the governor's proposal for free college tuition. Looks a little bit in limbo. What were your thoughts, and what are your thoughts on the governor's proposal for that free college tuition for all?
I think the governor's proposal is a great start. I think it's a program that we really need to pursue and be aggressive. Because let's face it, for a lot of students out there, recent grads, it's really challenging. They're paying a lot of student loan debt, and that's going to impact our economy. So we need to take a hard look at that, but it needs to go a step further, I believe. And here's how. It shouldn't just be free tuition for people that are looking for an academic degree, but it should also be for people that are pursuing a trade. Let's provide expansion programs so that if you want to be a plumber, you want to go into carpentry, you have options for it, because it is expensive to pursue these type of trades oftentimes. So I think the program should be expanded
I'm just going to put a phone down here because we're having a little connection issue, but just see if maybe this helps a little bit here on this end. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, that sounds better. Could have been a little feedback issue. Statewide issues as well. Now the House Speaker was a proponent who wants to eliminate the car tax. The governor wants a partial repeal. You're a city councilor. What's your view on the car tax, and which approach do you think is the best for Rhode Islanders?
Frankly, for me, the car tax in general is something that we should reevaluate in its totality. People are being taxed, and people are really upset about being taxed at everywhere they turn to. And I think, I commend the governor for her 30% tax deduction. I think we need to be very nimble when it comes to our spending, but that doesn't mean that we also need to forego social programs. So we need to find the right balance and find out where the waste is.
Another hot button statewide issue, legalization of marijuana. Number of dueling press conferences in recent weeks. The Attorney General on the con side, the pro group just put forth a new report. What's your stance on marijuana legalization?
My stance on this is that in 10, 15 years, this is not going to be a conversation. And I think we need to be realistic about where this is going from a historical standpoint. There's a lot of revenue to be generated from this potentially. And I think if we go about this in the right way, I think it's something that's inevitably going to be legal and in our state and everywhere else in the United States for that matter. I personally don't have an issue with it, but it needs to be regulated and it needs to be proceeded with a lot of caution, of course, because it's got to be done right.
And kind of finally, I hit some of the maybe big issues that are going on at the State House, but, as you make the appeal to voters in Senate District 13, what do you see as the biggest challenges up, you're coming in from an outsider, you're on the City Council, but to come up to the State House, what do you see as the biggest challenges if you were to be elected?
Absolutely. So the biggest challenge that I see is our economy. And even though we're going in the right direction, I think we need to do more. So right now, the emphasis has been, how do we bring in these businesses from other states and their divisions to Rhode Island, right? That's been the focus. But what we need to do as well, we need to augment that with another strategy. So 40% of the U.S. workforce right now are independent contractors. That means that they're business owners that don't have any employees, 1099 individuals, and like I said, 40% of our workforce is comprised of that demographic. Mm-hmm. Estimates that by 2020, that figure is going to be about 50%, half of the U.S. workforce. So in Santa Cruz, California, what they've done, they've started some amazing programs in there to cultivate that demographic. They have these meetup group presentations, these services that really help embrace this group of workers. And that was 8 years ago that they started such a program. Today, Santa Cruz has one of the fastest growing employment markets in the entire U.S. So we need to mirror that, and we need to capitalize on that trend, which is a very real thing that's happening. And I think something that we need to look at in a collective manner.
Okay, well, jobs, economy, I think we hit a number of the hot button issues. And again, you just tossed your hat into the ring yesterday. Another candidate today, Don, I'm sure will be a lot more conversation to come with this election cycle. So what's the time frame? What are your immediate next steps?
Talking to consultants, we're getting the team together, getting everything into place, and we're ready to hit the ground hard.
Ready to hit the ground running. We'll be keeping tabs with you. We'll be keeping tabs on this race. I'm sure we'll be talking much more now that we kept on talking about the 2018 cycle. Well, now things got ratcheted up a little.